Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottomed out. Novogratz is bullish. Bottomed out. Don't ever rise is bearish.
Bearish falls in 13 times there.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.
Sunglasses looking so right, hitting the streets in my old man Chevrolet, looking for a good time and then some, kick it with my friends in the hot sand. I got a song blasting by the Zach Brown band, yeah.
Legends, what the frick's going on?
Got a case of cold beer, ain't gonna last long here. I pick my friends up at the pier. They're all like kicking it high, kicking it low, making noise like a big truck show. Raising hell is the way.
What the frick is going on, team? Oh my god. It is. I don't know what day it is. It's Monday, the 26th of September 2022. Oh my gosh. I apologize for being late. I've been in a very, very serious meeting this evening. And but we finished nice and early, so I was like, cool, I've got like a bit to spare. Let's go live and have a chat with you legends, because I haven't seen you for so long. Bear market's boring. It's really, really boring. So we've just got to like live life to the max whilst we are still stuck in this support and resistance zone. There has been some tokens that's been really, really cool. Luna Classic is it looks like it's on its way back up, and there's been a discussion now about burning tokens. Why am I in the top right hand corner of the screen? That's a little bit weird. There we go. That's more like it. So there has been some really, really, really cool tokens taking off in the crypto space over the last few days. But seriously, what we need to discuss really is, one, of course, Bitcoin, two, the DXY, because I'm gutted about the DXY, all right? For such a long time, we've been predicting that 112 on the DXY, and it is actually smashed above it. If we go to the DXY right now, we can now see that we have broken above the CryptoBits target of 112 before we was expecting to see a reversal. But the DXY just keeps going from strength to strength. And now there is fear with the US dollar to the UK pound being at $1.07 that we are going to see a match of the dollar exactly the same price as the UK pound, which is not good for my holidays, because it feels like, well, when I last went to America, I could get $1,000 for £720. So now it's pretty much £1,000 for $1,000. With America being expensive as it is, that's going to make the holiday even more expensive. But it is what it is, all right? It's not going to get me down. It's not going to annoy me. The one thing that is stressful is the DXY just keep going up. Now, if I hedged a bet on this DXY, I would be shorting it. But it makes you feel like this thing is not going to stop for quite some time. If you have a look at the 4 hour, though, we do have a pretty high relative strength index, and historically, once we start getting to see these big relative strength index with the DXY, we do see some sort of cooling off with the DXY. So hopefully we can see some breakdown of this, because it is now massively overextended from the start of this this triangle pattern up to that 112. We could hopefully see some movement to the downside. Fingers crossed we can see some movement to the downside. Why is this important? And it is important. The DXY is extremely important because the strength of the dollar against the euro, the pound, the Japanese yen, the Australian dollar is all coincided with Bitcoin, because we look at Bitcoin versus the US dollar. So how valuable Bitcoin is against the US dollar. So if we was to translate that across to Bitcoin, it explains why we are seeing such a harsh drop to the downside. As the DXY strengthens, the value of Bitcoin comes down because the dollar is increasing in value. So it's really, really important that you keep an eye on the DXY. I give you all these terms and these sayings so that it's very easy for you to remember. The longer the base, the higher in space. Keep an eye on the DXY. Also, what's really, really interesting is we are now approaching, as predicted, the end the end of the start of this ascending triangle. We did predict that we could possibly see a touch line here, break out of this really, really harsh resistance, and then get back into this zone. Is the prediction, certainly the prediction for me anyway, and create some sort of double top before we head back into the descending triangle, which will get us into that spring position in 2023, ready for April of 2024 to have the bull run. Now, I know a lot of people are getting excited on YouTube. They're saying, this is insane, this is amazing, this is going to really, really change the whole Bitcoin game. We are still in bear market stroke consolidation market. It is a 4-year process, legends, and we are now approaching the end of the bear market and now sitting in this consolidation period. For me, I do feel that we have bottomed it out, like the start of the video, which was nicely sung by Juan Gonzalez. Legend is Juan. It wasn't, but it sounds like Juan. I think these kind of prices that we are hitting now is for me is the bottom. All right, now if you don't think that is the bottom, then obviously you don't buy in. But I think certainly the $17,500 is a very, very harsh bottom for us, and we could come and touch it again. It is possible. But look, we have a really, really cool support line, which is this one here. A beautiful, beautiful support line where Bitcoin has touched now once, twice, 3 times. What you find as well is what I think is really, really cool is when we touch this support line or break down, we spring up. So if we do see another real harsh takedown below this mark, then we could actually create long positions. It's just trying to find the bottom and make a bit of money off the bottom of it. But I know this looks messy, but I'm trying to make it as clear as I possibly can for you that this resistance and this support line is going to stick with us for quite some time. Now, this is where the multimillionaires are made. Millionaires are made in the bear market, into the bull market, and you're basically starting in the best possible position that you can, whether it is 24,000 or whether it is 17,500. These are very, very good ranges. Now, looking at the whole situation of Bitcoin and the mining situation, in order for miners to stay sustainable, the price has to be above 17,500. Anything below that, you'll start to see the hash rate dropping, because with the price of electricity now and all these big miners, they want to be able to pay for their electricity on tap. So they'll crack the code or crack the block, and then they'll be able to sell their Bitcoin, etc., to pay for electricity. So anything below that, they're going to work much harder to create the blocks in order to get their money. So that's where it becomes unsustainable. All of this is literally off my head, hence why I'm stuttering a little bit. But seriously, I think if we go below 17,500, it will change the game completely for Bitcoin, and it won't be a pretty sight. And in fact, we could certainly see a really big crash to the downside as the hash rate starts to drop. So the bottom for me is 17,500, and I'm buying at those ranges. I've got a long position ready at 17,500 just in case we have a crazy dip down and then a bounce back to the upside. Is a bank run a possibility? Yes. I guess it is. Yeah, a bank run is a possibility. I think that certainly with the crypto space, we're looking like we're in a consolidation phase right now. It's like nothing that we've really ever seen since the start of the bear market, which was here. So with us having this big drop to the downside, are we actually going to start seeing this kind of movement again, up, back down again, get everybody excited, and then have the sell-off before we move into April of 24? So into relation to understand Bitcoin, always have a look at the DXY. If you're saying, why is it dumping? You should straight away be going to the DXY and having a look at that. Okay. What was hot in the news? Was it RSR? RSR, USDT? That was hot in the news. Now, we did some work on RSR a while ago in relation to a resistance mark. First touch was here, second touch there, third touch, fourth touch, and it is now just broken out. So things are looking positive for RSR, certainly on the 4-hour. Relative strength index is in a good position for a second leg up. And we can actually see some sort of support line here, which is beautiful. Just dropped back, consolidating, ready to bring that relative strength index down, and then possibly within this bull flag, break out to the next leg to the upside. So RSR, those of you that did buy and sat on RSR for quite some time, right now, you might find that it could actually pay off as you go up. Another crypto that's been hot on the list just lately is one of our favorite ones, which is XRP. XRP did actually touch 56 cent, which we haven't seen 56 cent now for quite some time. It came down back in May, which is a hell of a long time, and then broke down into this bull before taking back off again. And that was a beautiful gain in my portfolio, 73%. All the way from the 15th of September up to the 23rd of September, a nice 73% gain with XRP. This is what I love about the crypto space. Everything gets boring for such a long time, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything starts going crazy. Now, in relation to XRP, I think XRP, even when it's at $1.50, is still mega cheap. You might want to start adding XRP to your portfolio for the future, because I do think with the integration of banks, the microtransactions that Ripple can actually hold will overtake Visa and MasterCard in the future. If we do decide to go down the decentralized world a lot more, you might start to see Ripple being extremely popular in the payments world. Now, there is still no closure on the SEC, but there's a lot of talks in relation to the SEC of them quite possibly they're going to lose. In my opinion, I think they'll lose. I think the way that they have been trapped, Ripple, is really, really bad. And it's going to be great for the whole crypto space if the SEC do actually lose. So stay tuned for that. And then also, let's go to the HOT. HOT is still a freaking stable coin right now, okay? I did say that any big movements for HOT, then I'll be creating an update, but we are still touching the support and the resistance line of HOT at that 0.0029, 2294 and the 1926. Anything below that, we spring down and we bounce back up. Anything above it, we come above, we have a little play, and then we break back down into this consolidation range. For me, on a 4-hour, for HOT to have done really technically nothing since the 12th of May and turned into a stable coin, this is good. This is really, really good because it's giving people buying opportunity. Anything below that is an absolute win right now. But we've had a nice long stay here. If we do start to go lower, then I will just keep adding to my bags. I'm still adding even in this consolidation area here. but I am not expecting any huge breakouts. Okay, I'm just quietly accumulating my HOT as much as I possibly can every month. And if we do break down, I'm not going to be too gutted about it because I can just get a lot more HOT for less money. The future of HOT is looking extremely bright. They've released the beta version of Holochain, and also Holoray is now in the public eye. So there's a lot happening in the Holo space, and I feel that we are getting warmer. Things are starting to really progress to that full beta that we've all been dying and waiting to see. For some people, it's been a heck of a long ride. For some, they've been waiting the past 12 months, and I am pleasantly patient. I think let them do what they need to do, and let's see the magic unfold within the next 12 to 18 months. I think we could actually see some really, really cool movements and developments from HOT. Now then, it's just that for now, because messing up my brain. So, how is everybody? How is everybody in the crypto space? I feel like I haven't seen you for the past few weeks. I have been so freaking busy trying to build what we are building in the background. The development has been insane in the last 4 weeks, so I appreciate your patience. I've got to spend time on building this business for everybody's benefit, and it really is everybody's benefit. Okay, yes, the business is going to quite possibly change my life, but it's going to benefit all of you as well in the future. So I'm so excited to be able to release more to you in the coming months. But what we've done in the last 5 months has been absolutely insane. What about HBAR, please, Johnny? Isn't something big coming for HBAR? I'm hearing a lot of talk about it. Network going live or something like that. BitBoy Crypto seems to like it. I got some, just wait and see what happens. Yes, I hold a bit too. I heard that, is it RSR network is going live? HBAR, I haven't looked at the HBAR, any information on HBAR right now. But yeah, the RSR network is going live. Not sure about HBAR. Let me just do my research right now. HBAR going live. I can't find anything straight away. RSR. To I love the simplicity of the reserve network. I really do. I think it's great. So this was, when was this posted? 26th of September, team. Here it is. So reserve rights mainnet ready for launch. Here's where to buy RSR, its native token. So the reserves right cryptocurrency is rallying ahead of its mainnet launch, which sources indicate is almost complete. At the time, the RSR had gained 29.91 in the past 24 hours to a trade of 0.00754 and has hit a daily high of 0.00825. Yeah, there's no real big. Oh, here we go. Reserve Protocol is delighted to announce the next chapter. With 5 audits complete, near completion, the deployment of the full protocol begins in October. We invite you all to our launch event in Bogota to hear all about it. So yeah, they have released the information on the Reserve website, I believe, the reserve.org. Mainnet launch plans. Okay, when people say mainnet launch in the reserve community, they're referring to the launch of the full reserve protocol on the Ethereum mainnet. You can follow along with our progress towards our mainnet on the mainnet dashboard. Let's have a look at that. Gosh, this is really, really complicated. This is not great for my brain. But progress from start to code freeze, 99. There's 1% left to do. So yeah, they are getting very, very close to mainnet launch. Just stick some RSR in your portfolio. Just do it. Not financial advice, but just freaking do it, legend. I didn't mean to do that. You might be surprised with RSR. You may be very, very surprised. So in the whole crypto world, again, nothing big, nothing new. Nothing has stood out for me in relation to crypto. We don't even hear of Elon Musk talking about crypto anymore, which is insanely sad. That the metaverse has cooled off. NFTs have cooled off. There's people saying that there's going to be a catalyst that will trigger a mega bull run. Now, I've heard of people saying that this could potentially be the biggest bull run in history because with the DXY going absolutely crazy, if the dollar does actually crash, the price of Bitcoin is going to skip up crazy, which means that the whole market cap is going to fly as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But sadly, there is literally nothing to talk about in the crypto space other than those of you that are stacking your crypto. I adore you. I think you're freaking awesome. You have the same vision of me that crypto is going to be such a main net or a center stage in the future. The point where people that are 10 years old now wish that they could be 18, 19 to buy crypto back in the day. Like, oh my God, I wish I was around when Bitcoin was at $18,000. Now look at it. So stay chill. I think we're in for a pretty crazy ride. Certainly with HOT when full beta happens. But other than that, team, we just need to relax. We just gotta relax. All right, just enjoy your sleep because when the bull run takes off, I can tell you something: you will not be freaking sleeping. None of you will. What's it going to take to get to the bull run? A lot of things. Mainly the biggest one, certainly for crypto, is the Bitcoin halving. So when the Bitcoin halving goes from 6.25 to 3.125, then that is going to trigger a bull run. Of course it is, because it's going to be twice as hard to crack the blocks or to mine the blocks. The calculation is twice as hard, so the hash rate power has to go up, and so does the price. The price has to match at least twice what it is now. So if you have a look at that, it's 18,000. The minimum price of Bitcoin, absolute bottom price, has to be 36K during the next bear market. So it triggers a bull run. It triggers a whole cascading effect of money coming into the crypto space. And we'd like to see that 4 trillion market cap. That would be amazing. But it does tend to sit within the halving. Also, the stock market tends to increase and head up. But right now, the main focus has to be the dollar. The dollar is just going absolutely crazy. But if you don't understand the Bitcoin halving or how it works, then you need to really, really study Bitcoin halving and understand what's going on there. Because it is tremendously important for you to understand what the halving is, how it works, and why it is so fundamental, and how Bitcoin's bull runs has always started just before that halving. You'll start to see the news heating up. Bitcoin halving is approaching. Everybody knows that it's pretty much every 4 years. I think it is still sat around about May of 2024. Just have a look. Bitcoin next halving. Bitcoin's next halving is Bitcoin halving date is being pushed forward. It's been pushed forward, legends. Holy crap. So it has been pushed forward now to March the 21st of 2024. I was predicting April because it was June. It was June of 2024 was the halving. So it has now been pushed forward to March, or the 21st of March of 2024. So we have 541 days to wait until the halving. Seriously, that gives you a hell of a lot of time for you to start accumulating whatever crypto you need. That's a long freaking time, team. 541 days, 15 hours, 38 minutes and 47 seconds. If the hash rate increases and more Bitcoin is cracked, then we are going to see that time reduce. It's going to be December of 2023, quite possibly. If the halving date is pushed forward, the halving date moves independent on how fast Bitcoin is being mined. So the faster it happens, the closer the halving we'll get to. We have to get to so many blocks mined to get to that next halving. Can't get my freaking words out tonight, legends. What the frick is going on? I feel like so rusty. Like I should be doing this more. I need to push myself to do my to work on the business and then also get live again. I feel a little bit rusty. But hey, we knew this was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen when the bear market hits. I can't be here every single night. It's impossible because there's not a lot to freaking talk about. Okay, what's going to happen? Quite possibly, it'll be the end of October. I'm going to do t-shirt giveaways. All right, I'm designing the t-shirts right now, and I'm going to try and get a lot of t-shirts so that most people can be able to get hold of one of these t-shirts, and it's going to be completely free, including delivery. So you won't even pay for the freaking t-shirt. I'll just send them all out to you with a little bit of Jonny Stang love in it. I don't know what I'm going to put in the bag, but I'm looking to try and get some kind of surprise in the bag as well. Just to say a big thank you, because we are approaching the 1.5 years long of the CryptoBits, originally the Holotube. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm working on some cool fresh what am I trying to say? Cool, fresh stuff, merchandise. That's it. To be able to chuck out to you a lot, ready for the next bull run, because I know you are part of an incredible team in the CryptoBits. We've created some incredible friendships, and I'm proud to be part of it. I'm proud to be part of like within this Holo community as well. I'm so glad that I found Holo very, very early on and had so much faith in it, because I turned such a small amount of money into a ridiculous amount of money, which opened my eyes to, hang on a second, this thing has traction. It's going to happen again. All right, we're going to see Holo at some unbelievable prices in the future, in my opinion. It could be Holo, it could be Holo Fuel. I'm going to have both. We've got Holo Ports. Most of you have Holo Ports, and the future looks great. All right, the future looks absolutely great for Holo, and I'm super excited for all of us. So we've just got to have the patience. Some people don't have that patience and have left us, sadly. But I think most of those people will come back when the FOMO kicks in. And it's the wrong time to be in crypto. Now is the right time, legends. So you 5 people, 6 people that are watching are the ones that are going to do well, all right? We did have 20 people watching. We're now to 6. It's fine. I don't care if it's 1. If it's just me and freaking Martin or Eurocon or just Slick Sumo watching, I honestly don't care, all right? Because your portfolio is the most important thing. And if you're not watching what's going on in the crypto space, keep an eye on the charts, then you're gonna get bored of crypto and you're gonna sell all your bags, and that's really, really sad. That's what a lot of people have done, and they're gonna buy it when it's already taken off. So I bought well before the bull run, and I got that full 6,500% rise with HOT, and it's one of the best feelings you could possibly have. Of course, Bobbly Fett, especially Bobbly Fett, like private one-to-ones with Bobbly Fett. Yes, legend. So that's it, really. There's nothing else to discuss. There's nothing happening in the crypto space. People are just talking bullcrap, saying this is like the craziest moment in crypto history. It's not, all right? We've just got to keep an eye on the DXY. This is quite possibly your most important chart right now. Is this piece of crap? It's the DXY, because we're just waiting for this to drop, and I don't think we're going to see any kind of insane movements with crypto until this just freaking drops to 100. That's what I'm hoping to see. A nice big fat red candle. There is uncertainty in the UK right now. The government's gone to absolute crap. There's a lot of people that are not liking the new Prime Minister. I'm just keeping my head down and just concentrating on my portfolio, concentrating on my future, and making sure that there is just enough cash or enough crypto so that if it all goes to shizzle, then I can come and live with you lot. So yes, the UK is not great at the minute. And I can't believe the dollar is $1.07 to the pound. Like, what the frick? When did that happen? If I show you this, let's have a look at this. So the Great British Pound, the US dollar, and we'll have a look at the euro as well, because I'm guessing that the euro has bottomed out as well to an all-time low. But the last time we saw prices this low from the US dollar, the pound against the US dollar, was back in 1985, which I think was when Margaret Thatcher was in power. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it does take us back to 1985. So this is the second time that we've seen this, certainly in my lifetime. I don't remember that. I was 2 years old. Really didn't give a toss about anything to do with economy. But we are in a lot of trouble here. We're in a lot of trouble here. Let's have a look at the euro. So we're at $1.07, and with this we are, holy crap! So €1 equates to 96 euro cents. So it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Actually, I really didn't think it was going to be as good as that. We was equal, wasn't we? It was one United States dollar to €1. So it looks like the pound is also weakening against the euro. When we do Great British Pound to euro, and yes, so one euro. Look at that! Wow. Yes, the pound is getting incredibly weak. This is scary. This is a scary position to be in. Look at that. The euro absolutely taking off. Since the 29th of July, when it was 84 euro cent, it is now 90 euro cent to the pound sterling. Holy crap. Sorry, the other way around. It's 90 pence to the €1, which is yeah, that's worrying. That is really worrying. So the pound is definitely weakening, massively weakening. Certainly, it's been accelerated over the last few days. Whether this is the UK is falling. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. I'm a little bit worried. I'm freaking worried. Martin, the euro is worthless at the moment. Move to Scotland while you still can from Eurocon. The dollar, euro, and the pound are on a boat. Dollar in first class, euro in coach, and the pound on the binge. However, the boat is Titanic and all going down. Hey, look, I know it's weird, but I'd welcome a crash, certainly for the dollar, so that Bitcoin could go up. That's what I'm hoping for. But it is very much scary at the moment. It is very much scary. 5-leaf clover, FPV, great to see you. We're just talking about the dollar and the euro and the pound at the minute because crypto is boring. Crypto is a theatre of dollar cost averaging. It's pretty boring. I just check it once or twice a day now and just go, nah, okay, fair enough, whatever. Cheers, Bitcoin. See you in a couple of days again. But yeah, it has the DXY has now broken all expectations, and we touched, when was this? Yesterday we touched 114.5 on the DXY, which I don't have we ever seen that? Have we ever seen 114? I don't think we have. Oh yes, we have. Okay, this is quite interesting. This will be holy crap. When was this? This was 1980, 1983, 84, 85. Okay, so, and that took us all the way to 164. No, we can't please have another run of the 80s, surely. I just hope that we're seeing some sort of smaller peaks. 1, 2, 3. That would be nice, and then a drop back down. But yeah, we look like we're starting to stretch. What was the relative strength index on here? We was up at 80, and we're now sitting at 80. Yeah, 79.8, 80. So we are looking like we are overstretching right now on that DXY. This is me hoping, all right? I'm bringing so much hope and magic that the DXY drops. DXY needs to freaking come back down. But we predicted it. We knew it was going to happen because we created the triangle. If it was to break down, it would have broken down to the 76. And we was hoping that it did break down, but it didn't. It went up, and the prediction was 112 or 114. So hopefully we have expelled this. The RDA index from Peter Pan. Holo is top score. Yes, and it has been for quite some time actually now as a top score for the RDA index. And that's really, really cool. The intrinsic value of Holo being extremely high is great. One sure thing from me, we need Holo fuel. It's coming. It's definitely coming now. There is a lot of excitement within the Holo space. People have their heads down to really build this amazing tech. And they don't want to get it wrong. That's the beauty of it, okay? Because it's never been done before. Web3 is coming whether you like it or not. And as far as I'm concerned, Holo is the best hosting for Web3 apps and Web 3.0. It is the best. There is no other system out there like it that doesn't run on blockchain. All right, runs on nodes, extremely scalable, very, very cheap, efficient, uses a fraction of the power as what blockchain does. And I know blockchain technology is new, but in the world of Holo and nodes, it's old. It's a grandpa. It's ready to be changed. So who knows? Holo could actually just take off and be the #1 power in the future. All right, Bitcoin, great. Bitcoin's going to do exceptionally well, but I think Holo is going to surprise a lot of people. Peter Pan has sent a cheeky video. Oops, something got wrong. This one. What is this? Oh yeah, damn it. Oh, cool. All right, this is pretty cool. Let's have a look at this. Do it on one where there's sound. I don't know why there's no sound on that one, but it's fine. Do it on here. Oh, it's a 2-minute video. Well, watch this. I'm quite intrigued. Peter Pan. Here we go. This is a video from Peter Pan. Let's freaking do this. Okay, so yeah, there's no sound for some reason. I can't get the sound to work on this. But the one thing that certainly struck me was... What was it? So there, 250 million users and thousands of institutions want to know the value of crypto assets beyond hype and speculation. And the RDA clearly states that Holo is number one, certainly in this video. It did drop to number two. I think Ethereum did overtake for a few days. But still, Holo is number one, which is ridiculous. That for quite a long time now on the intrinsic value, HOT being number one. So it you know, this company is they're not idiots. They know what they're talking about, and it cannot be ignored. The intrinsic value of HOT certainly cannot be ignored, and they are approachable. You can actually message these people, and they will reply to you. But yeah, it is a really, really good website. Is the intrinsic value website if you want to have a look at it yourselves and have a play around with it. But you will find that HOT, based on the intrinsic value, is always number one, and it has been for a long time now, possibly around 18 months. Apart from that glitch where Ethereum took over, I'm sure it was Ethereum that took over, and then HOT went back, which is great for HOT. And it kind of gives you security that you know what you're investing in. It is one of the best tokens out there, which is HOT. Certainly, in my opinion, I think it is. Anyway, so team, that kind of concludes us legends this evening. There's really nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about other than what I'm doing in the background is amazing. It is great to see you all. Van Leswer, just come online. The legend that is Van Leswer has dropped into the chat. Good to see you. Please keep an eye on that DXY, because we've really got to you've got to home in on that DXY, and it gives you a really good Dragons! Dragon, what the frick? Scared the living daylights out of me. Yeah, please seriously keep an eye on that US dollar currency index, or the DXY. All you do is type DXY in TradingView and you can keep an eye on it. We are hoping that this is the top right now, and then we can see the price drop down. Things start to feel like they're going back to normal. But with what's happening with Putin, I don't know what's going to happen in the winter. Is Putin going to turn the taps off in the winter? And the European Union have really, really struggled with gas. I don't know, but I think things could potentially get crazy before they get better. Certainly this winter doesn't look very, very good indeed. I think there's going to be a lot of stress, a lot of upset. The stock market, we could see some negativity in the stock market, some more dumps. But for me, Bitcoin $17,500 is the bottom, and certainly for HOT, if we go back to HOT, we've got to HOT. Just keep an eye on. I'm messing it all up now, legends. Frick's sake. Not on the weekly. If we go to the 15-minute and we have a look at these price ranges, a price range that you need to keep an eye on is the 2294 as the resistance and the 1926 as the support. We are basically a stable coin right now. And in relation to Bitcoin, for those of you that turned up a little bit later, we are looking at the daily. Okay, this is how I expect Bitcoin to play out. It is pretty straightforward, pretty simple, nothing too strenuous. We had a rising wedge. We discussed this support here. If we lost this support, we're going to this support. We lost that, broke down, and now hopefully breaking into this second rising wedge. Look what happened before when we broke down. We broke down, we touched the support line, and then we bounced off it. So we are hoping that we can get round about the 4th or the 5th of October. We're going to get a nice breakout to here, to the upside, consolidate, have another breakout, and then break down into, from an ascending triangle, into a descending triangle, which is going to take us around about February, March of 2023, and then hopefully consolidate around this area before we get to the end of 2023, accumulate up, and then disappear up to the sky. In relation to the Bitcoin halving, the halving has moved forward from June of 2024 to March 21st of 2024. So that's crazy. Okay, that is crazy that more blocks are being mined faster, which is bringing the Bitcoin halving date closer, which is March of 2024. So please keep an eye on the Bitcoin halving as well, because that can cause a manipulation to bull run. Could be an early bull run, certainly earlier than June anyway. I told you a lot to get ready for April of 2024, ready for the June 2024 Bitcoin halving, but now you need to be ready for January of 2024, which is we're only 14 months away. Legends, that's all we are. 14 months away from the Bitcoin halving. Yes. What the heck? Juggernaut, Johnny is live. Good to see you, bro. Lads, it's going to be a cold winter. HOT is holding strong. HOT is doing extremely, extremely well. And more people are buying HOT as well. There's a lot more people certainly messaging me on Twitter saying, what's all this HOT about? So it's good. It's good to see people really interested in HOT. And it's going to, in my opinion, it's going to do well. Bloody hope it does anyway, because I have so much money invested in it. So that's it, team. Have a wonderful evening. Great to see you. We've almost done an hour, which is crazy. I'll be on for half an hour, and we've done nearly an hour. So stay out of trouble. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I do have my daughter tomorrow night, so if I can get her into bed nice and early, then I will come live. I'll do some work on news. What's new? What's upcoming? And try and make it a bit more exciting than tonight. Tonight's pretty much just an update. Tomorrow we'll discuss stuff in the news and what's going on. So have a wonderful night, legends. Great to see you. Thank you, Peter Pan, for sharing the RDA index, because it does open people's eyes for sure. And it's great to have a reminder of the intrinsic value of HOT. So stay out of trouble. Have a wonderful night, and I'm gonna freaking play. I'm going to play the intro again, because I just freaking love the intro. All right, in a bit. Peace, you freaking legends.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottomed out. Novogratz is bullish. Bottomed out. Don't ever rise is bearish.
Bearish falls in 13 times today.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.